Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with the Speck Presidio Wallet for iPhone 7 Plus. This is a nice addition to Speck's Presidio lineup. This case offers the same 10 feet of drop protection as the other Presidio cases and has the same nice matte finish on it, which is very scratch resistant and fingerprint resistant as well. But in addition, it has a compartment on the back which will accommodate up to 3 cards. Let's look a little bit further at the details on this case. Looking a little more closely at the case, we have an exterior polycarbonate material, has a matte finish, nice and scratch resistant as well as fingerprint resistant, and then on the interior there is a co-molded rubber interior. We also have an impactium ridge around the edges of the case on the interior. This is what helps give it the 10 feet of drop protection that this case has. This is quite easy to get on and off your phone. Simply just put it in on the volume side first and then press it into place. Looking at the fit of this case on my iPhone, we have a nice firm fit, not really much give on the sides and top and bottom at all. Feels very secure. As far as the amount of lip on here, this is the same as your basic Presidio case. Nice amount of lip on here, even with a tempered glass screen protector. This is OtterBox's Alpha Glass, for those of you that are curious. Fits very nicely with this case. Looking at our port openings, it's immediately obvious that this case is compatible with both iPhone 7 Plus as well as iPhone 6 Plus and 6S Plus. You have an opening here which can be used for your headphone jack if you're using the earlier models of iPhone, but obviously is completely extraneous for the iPhone 7 Plus. There are really divided opinions on this. Some people think that this is a good eco-friendly design because you're not going to be throwing away your case when you upgrade to a new phone. Other people think that Speck is just kind of cheaping out this way and they're not very happy about it. I don't know. At first when I saw it I thought, I don't really like it, but now it really doesn't bother me that much. So each to his own on that. So as far as our lightning port opening, this should be sufficiently large for many third-party lightning cables. It fits all of mine without any trouble. Going around to the sides here, we have a matte polycarbonate material. It doesn't have a whole lot of grip. It's not super slippery, but not very grippy either. We do have obviously grip where the rubber comes out, like down here in the corners. As far as our volume up and down buttons are concerned, they are rubber covered and extremely clicky and responsive. No issues there. And there is no issue in getting to the mute switch. It's nice and large. Going over here to our power button, this is rubber covered for protection and very nice and clicky and responsive. Absolutely excellent. Speck buttons always rock. Going over here to the back of the case, if this is the first of the Presidio line cases that you have seen, you will really enjoy the fact that we now have a matte polycarbonate finish as opposed to the glossy finish that the CandyShell cases had. The glossy finish looked great, but it showed fingerprints and scratches very easily. That is not true of the Presidio's matte finish. This is a much tougher finish and it's scratch and fingerprint resistant, so I think that that is definitely a big upgrade. We also have a nice small Speck logo up here in the corner rather than the big ones they used to have in the middle of the phone case, which is great. And we have a nicely protected camera opening here. There is no issue with your protruding camera and everything is lined in black so you don't have any flash issues. So going around here to look at our card storage. This will hold up to 3 cards, between 1 and 3. It will hold 1 just fine and 2 just fine. It's not going to be loose with those because if you can see here, we have kind of a plastic or rubber spring thing inside. So essentially when you slide in 1 card, it's going to hold 1 card tightly, and the same thing for 2 or 3. So when you slide in your card, you want to slide it kind of angling it up to the top so that you are sliding in between the spring and this polycarbonate top here, and then you can see that your card is easily accessible from the top, but it's also quite nicely protected and secure in here. So if you shake it about, it's not going to come out, even though we just have 1 card in there. And as I said, this will hold 2 or 3 as well. So there's 2, and put our 3rd one in here. Now we got 3 cards in here, and again, very secure. To remove them, you can simply use your thumb slot here to push one of them out or all of them out at the same time. Overall, just a really good design by Speck. Before I received the Speck Presidio Wallet case in the mail, I have to say I was a little bit concerned about how much thickness it was going to add to the phone. The regular Presidio cases are pretty slimline, and I didn't know how much this wallet functionality was going to cause it to bulk out. However, I think they've done a good job. If you compare it with your standard Presidio case by Speck, it's really not all that different. I mean, it's a little bit thicker, but not that much. So the fact that you can add the wallet functionality to this and still have your 10 feet of drop protection and not have a huge case is a big win in my book. So definitely a lot to love about this case. Again, we've been looking at the Speck Presidio Wallet for iPhone 7 Plus. This case is available directly from Speck as well as from other retailers. It has an MSRP of $49.95 and comes in 3 colors. You have the mineral teal shown here, as well as a Syrah purple and a black color. Many thanks to Speck for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions about this case, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please consider it. I do try to put out 2 to 3 videos a week on accessories for iPhone 7 Plus, iPad Pro, and Samsung Galaxy S8, and I would love to have your support. Again, this is Kristen with the Speck Presidio Wallet for iPhone 7 Plus. Have a fantastic day.